Hey everybody, Travis at MUDDcreek.com. I want to do a quick review of one of the Mountain House desserts. This is the Raspberry Crumble. It's a raspberry sauce topped with chocolate cookie crumbs. So I've heard a lot of people that really like this. I've personally never tried it, so this is going to be a bit of an experience for me. But I've had several friends that bring this on backpacking trips and they really like it. So I don't think you can go wrong with this one. I know this one's always been one of their good sellers. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it and see what you think, and that way you can see what it looks like in person, or as close to in person as you can without seeing it in person, and get an idea what you're getting. So it's 5.15 ounces is the pack weight on it. Give you an idea of dimensions, just so you have an idea how it's going to pack in your pack. Ooh, so we knock stuff over here. So it's about 9.5 inches by 8 inches by, and you can squeeze these down a little bit and spread out the contents. It's about 2 inches. It just depends on how you do it. So that gives you a rough idea what you're dealing with as far as how much space it's going to take up in like a backpack or whatnot. They come in nice little boxes, so if you decide to buy it by the case, you can actually buy them by the case, and the boxes stack real nice. And so if you're going to use it for food storage or something like that, they don't take up a whole lot of space. So basically imagine 6 of these laying down opposite directions on each other. It gets up about that high is all, and they're about that wide and long. So nice little thing to add in your food storage just to spice it up. You might get sick eating just the plain old, so this is something good to give a little sweetness to your diet and add some calories real quick. Let's take a look at the calorie count here. So you've got 160 calories. This serves 4, so that's the difference with this. You're going to get more servings out of it. So if you take this up there with some buddies or your family, this is going to serve a lot more. So in reality, 160 calories doesn't seem like a lot, but it's actually quite a bit more because you times that by 4. Calories from fat, 25. Total fat, 2.5 grams. Total carbohydrates, 32 grams. 1 gram of protein. If you want to read the whole ingredient facts, or nutritional facts, you can look on our website. We show those on there. Here are the ingredients, so you can see that. One thing you can do is if you want, you can pause it and read through this if that's important to you, or you can go to our website and we have all that information on there at muddcreek.com. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get our heat going on our stove here. So we've added, it's 1 cup, 1 1/3 cups of water in there. We're going to let that start heating up. And we'll go ahead and start prepping this. So we open the zipper pouch and we're going to pull out the oxygen absorber. There's also a cookie pouch in there. We'll pull that out. So we're going to prepare the raspberry sauce first. So let's go ahead and pull this out. This is the chocolate cookie crumbs. Just set that aside. And we got the oxygen absorber right there. Pull that out. Just discard that. And we have the raspberry sauce right here. So that is it. So what we'll do is we'll get that water going and we'll dump the water in the pouch, and then we will add the we can actually add the raspberry mix in now if we want. You could add it afterward. You might as well just add it now. It's not a big deal. Add it whenever you want. But so we'll get this in there first. If I can get it open here, so you can see what it looks like before we dump it in. See if we can get this in here without dumping it everywhere. You don't have a little mess, you're not cooking, right? That's what I tell my wife. Alright, make sure you get all that in there best you can. A little bit more there. Discard that. Get these raspberry crumbs off here. Alright, sounds like our water just about done. Just a couple minutes here, or a couple seconds really, and we will be good to go. And we'll give that a try. So nice thing about it seals right up, so you can seal it up again. Looks like we're done. Got some steam coming out. Shut the water off. Set the cup over here, the lid. Alright, so let's spread this open. Just check your pot, make sure it's not hot or anything. You don't want to be pouring and realize that your handle's hot all of a sudden. That's never fun. Done that a couple times. Move that out. Alright, so we're going to let that sit. Okay, so it says let it sit for a full 5 minutes. So we're going to just stir it up a little bit. Make sure everything gets coated with hot water. See it a little bit right there, but that's not done. You know, make sure the powdery stuff gets mixed up good. And you can also squeeze the pouch like this. You got to be careful. It's better if you have gloves on. It's obviously going to be hot because you got boiling water in there. You can almost shake it a little bit too. Sometimes that'll expand the pouch. You got to be a little careful there because the steam's building up in there. And we will come back to you in about 5 minutes and we'll show you what we've got, and we'll add the cookie crumbs to it and we will serve it hot. Alright, we've let that raspberry sauce sit for a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what we've got. Okay, you can definitely see the raspberry-ness inside here. I don't know if you can see that very well or not. I'll dump this in a bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and add the cookie crumbs to it while it's in the pouch, because I want you to see it from that perspective, just because a lot of times I think that's probably how you'll eat it. That's what I do most of the time. Saves me a bowl. Just bring my spork and eat it up. So let me show you, I guess, what the cookies look like before I dump them all in. So you can kind of see that there. I mean, it's just a cookie crumb. And you serve it hot. Alright, so let's stir that up a little bit. If you can see that. Dump it in a bowl and you'll see the whole thing here. Looks like maybe I missed a few spots on the mix in here. Try to get as much as I can out here. Spill and everywhere. I can tell you right now, it's got a really good smell to it. It's real pleasant. Okay, so I mean, my one con right out of the bag, I'd say, if I had to criticize it, it's very saucy. You know, I'd like maybe a little bit more crunch to it, just looking at it. Let me try it and tell you what we got here. So there you go. You know what though, flavor wise, it's not lacking at all. It's actually really good. I'm not a huge, just for the record, I'm not a huge berry guy. I don't love raspberries and strawberries. My wife can just down them like crazy. She loves them. I'm not as much so. So for me, that's actually saying a lot when I say I actually really like it. It's got, you know, like I said, the only criticism I'd say I'd have, the con I'd have, is I wish I had a little bit more crumble to the raspberry crumble. But it's actually really flavorful, and I could see this being a great energy boost if I was out in the field, just to give me some of that instant energy. And just to kind of boost your morale a little bit, I think, too. If you're up hiking somewhere and you're back deep in the woods, sometimes this is what you need just to boost your morale and feel human again. Yeah, it's actually got a real good flavor. It's kind of a, you know, it's not as saucy as I thought it would be as far as liquidy. It's pretty smooth. Excuse me. Goes down pretty well. You get the cookie flavor. The one thing is, you probably want to just add the cookie on top. I probably mixed it in too quick. It makes it a little bit more mushy. You'd probably just eat it on top of it, and it might give you more crunch, but I don't mind it as it is. So it tastes pretty dang good. I would recommend this. So if you get a chance, give it a try. This will add some flavor to your backpacking trip or hunting trip. Also be great in your food storage, just to give you that, I think, just that boost of morale. I think honestly would do well with this. I really like it. I'm not just saying that. It actually has a really good flavor to it. I think that's why people have bought this a lot. It's been a real popular seller. I know it's Mountain House is one of their better sellers, especially on desserts. So come check us out at mudcreek.com. You can read all the details, read the full review there. And hope you enjoyed it, and we'd love to see you.